So we have the best Euro JPY trading strategy, the best forex trading strategy for Euro JPY. On a weekly time frame for Euro JPY, starting from 2023 price action, price demonstrated a very beautiful demand floor. I will have series of SRO level after break of structure from 2023 May. We return here as RT, which is a retest candle to a broken structure, and we have a series of SR on this floor, making it a demand floor. And for every time price comes there, it creates an impulse leg. What do I mean by impulse? Market picks liquidity and upswings. So every time price comes at any of these positions, starting from 2023, it has always been about buy. And besides, if you look at Euro JPY from long-term perspective, it has remained bullish. Yeah, it has remained bullish. And let's quickly look at our line chart for clarity. Now we have a supply roof at this area and a retest of a supply roof giving us an ascending trend line ATR. And you have seen price break the structure, return here as SR, support become resistance and break of structure. And after we went to an ascending trend line where we have seen price react, series of impulse leg introducing a sell structure. In 2023, price sold 2023 November rejection and 2024 April rejection and another 2024 rejection. And we have seen yen on currency manipulation take off significant gains and return to the same demand floor on ascending trend line. And that broke a structure that already created demand floor at this area after we created a high in April 2024. It's also evident in the line chart, and we cross that structure. A broken supply roof becomes a demand floor, and we've tapped liquidity into an impulse zone, and we have broken the structure. We return here to retest it. So price return here to retest that structure, and we have another retest in that line, and we have another retest in 2025 February. Now break of structure came back on retest, and we're back in the month of May, and we have seen EJ continue in the same bullish direction. So the pair is heavily bullish, and we're looking at Euro 10-year bond yield closing the market at 2.4, and we have BOJ rate head steady at 0.5, and Japan 10-year government bond yield ending at 1.439. And by interest differential, it favors carry traders to borrow yen and invest in euro bond. And we have seen the 10-year euro bond yield skyrocketing, and you have seen the strength of euro, hitting Japanese yen. But we should be very much aware and cautious of Japanese yen bond buyback strategies and the monetary policy changes, and they could at any time increase interest rates if they feel the inflation mandate is achieved. So here we see the structure at this area that price broke out from a long-term cap structure. We have here as let's put it into perspective whatever we are doing, and we return here as a supply roof, and we create another beautiful supply roof at this area before break of structure, return here as a demand floor, and we have broken that structure. And on technical, we return here to retest it on a double confluence. We have a descending trend line meet an ascending trend line, create a high probability sell, and we have broken that structure. In a regular fashion of Euro JPY, it's going to meet a midterm supply roof at 170.564. I would like to drop that idea as a potential sell zone. $170.564. All trades are for educational purpose, as this is meant to backtest and confirm the potency of the strategy So it is basically for educational purpose. And we have seen that this upswing will continue until we tap into 170.564, where we'll see a temporary rejection. And break of that structure will further expose the market to align and possibly break a July high. So July high will be on the desk. So if we manage to overcome the structure, which I think is very unlikely, the market may seek correction, at least in a short term. So I'm looking out for, in the regular fashion of EJ. EJ can be a little bit draw down when it wants to draw down. If you want to draw down, it's going to draw you down. So I'm looking at potential opportunity at this area for a possible buy. So at 164, 644, I'm looking out for a buy based on the strategy. So please, this is just for educational purpose. So the idea is to see what the market does when it comes to those areas of buy and sell. We want to see the potency of the strategy and how it interprets and addresses market reaction, and be able to see if on a long run its win ratio is high and recommendable. So it's basically for educational purpose. And the reason I'm giving out this area, because we have here said demand floor in April 2024 is strong weekly consolidation. We have a buying candle, selling candle, return a buyback, create a high possible support structure. And when price return here, followed by a strong weak rejection in the month of July. And that weak direction, then subsequently price came back, broke the structure. After that break of that structure, then the market continued to play around, and return to stabilize. But I believe if market returns here, because market stabilized here in the month of December 2024, that will make here demand floor. So I'm critical about this, and I'm going to watch it. I'm critical about it, and I'm going to watch it to see what market does at that level. So if we have a pullback, which I don't know, in a regular fashion, look at what yen can do. Yen can break structure without announcing. So two things are going to happen. The two things are going to happen is let me take this off for clarity, and we have exceeded our time. So two things I see that is likely going to happen is if we get rejected at this level, market may oscillate, create an M structure, and return back here, where it will create another W structure and get back. So these are case scenarios, but I'm believing that at this level we should see some temporary correction in Euro JPY. You haven't seen that the market took off since February. We have been on a bullish path. So if we take correction at this, like, it makes the market healthy, where we can take correction and allow other carry traders to come in, or those who have borrowed money from Bank of Japan to invest in European Central Bank. So this is what I see. This is my perspective. So feel free, like and share, so that the algorithm can continue to share our page, so that we can grow and go in depth into bringing out fundamental data as will help you succeed in forex trading using market structure. This is the only strategy you ever dream of, using market structure by Xavi FS Hub. Thank you. Bye bye.